American Battery Technology yesterday had insider buying. That is a very, very bullish statement made by the CEO, Ryan Miltert, by buying 16,000 shares. We're going to talk about that today, and we're also going to talk about the charts, because in my last video, when this thing was floating around the $2 mark, I said buy, 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 because ultimately this is going to go to at least $3 a share, and within a matter of a few days, that's what's happened. Welcome back, everyone, to Buy Wholesale. I hope, of course, you are all well. Listen, we all know the crack with American Battery Technology. I'll share the link to the last video. You can get fully caught up. It's a stock that we've been covering on this channel for nearly 5 fucking years. It's unbelievable. And the first thing I want to show off here is CEO Miltert acquires 16,474 shares of American Battery Technology. Officer Joel Cover acquired 6,590 shares of American Battery Technology. And shout out to Empty Mind on Reddit who shared that information. Fantastic news, very, very bullish. So I put the video out on the 17th and I said, look, this is very, very bullish. Information is coming in. I bought a position in my ISA for a swing trade, and I also then bought up my long hold position. I brought my average price right down, which has been just nothing but gains really since. And you can see here, pumping, and this was going well. Updating it straight away as soon as I put the video out, it pumped, which was nice. We were straight into the green within minutes, and it's continued to rally. Went up to 294 on the 21st. I said, guys, this was a fish in a barrel. Please tell me somebody else jumped on this. And they jumped on it, made a bucket load as well. Straight away up 54% on a swing trade. And this is my longer hold position, a position that is minor, really, really small. I would like a lot more money in American Battery Technology. However, managing risks, the road is long, all that good stuff. And then yesterday we were up to 318, and I thought 3.1, I'm taking profits. So that was my profit limit. That was my target. Smashed it. 4 or 5 days, 60% gains. You'll take it all day and twice on Sundays. Some profit taken there, and that's where we're at. So I'm very happy with the swing trade, holding my position long on the rest of it. And let's have a look now at the actual share price itself. We can see here in the pre-market, we're currently up 7.64. Again, going above that 310 mark. That seems to be a bit of resistance. And the reason why is, well, you can see here, if we go back to December 24, this is the kind of level, we did see about 350. This is kind of the level that I just naturally assumed most people would be aiming for when they're buying this, as in terms of a trade or a swing trade. So I expect a lot of volatility here, guys. This is going to be a level that's going to be probably quite tricky to break. I think there will be a natural coolback. It has to be a coolback, just like we're seeing in the crypto market. We talked about it on Sunday. Unfortunately, guys, things just can't continue to go up. Crypto is the exact same. It pulled back this week. It's pulling back, and I'm assuming American Battery Technology will do something similar. But with Ryan buying and the other chief executive, that's huge. Like, that really is, especially at these levels. You know, you're buying after seeing, you know, 140% pump. You're going, okay, I'm going to buy some shares now. It seems a bit silly almost, but that just shows you how bullish these guys must be. Perhaps they know something more is coming down the line. We could easily blow through this on a bit of decent news, but I do expect this range to be problematic, sort of in and around this sort of 13-14%. So if you get to about 350, and if you haven't taken profits, you're a wild person. I would definitely be taking profits. Look at this. There's no volume coming in. Nobody's sniffing around these prices. They're definitely thinking these were your buying opportunities, and this is it. Now people will hold long, and that's fair enough. But if you look at this RSI, it is saying sell, sell, sell. And if you look up when it got to these crazy prices, what happened? It sold. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy that sits and holds it for 198 days waiting for it to go back up. RSI is telling you time to take profits. Could dip back. MACD, it went right up to here. We're not quite there yet, so it does show a wee bit of potential for momentum. It's not crossing over either, so there is plenty of bullish news, and this is massively been beaten down. We talked about it in our videos. You know, I've said, screaming from the rooftops, below $1, fill your boots. This was always going to pump. This was always going to go up. With 3x already, can we go higher? Time will tell, but I would imagine we will get a bit of a pullback in the short term. and it will continue to push on. I think there's plenty of good news out there. Ryan knows what's coming down the road. Deliveries, he's got his eye on the game. If he's buying shares, he must see more upside in this stock. So I'm fairly confident that we're going to see a lot more higher. And in the long term, this has still got the potential to 3-4x, potentially over the next 18 months. So there's potential for huge gains. But from a swing trader perspective, which is what I am, I'm looking at these levels going, yeah, happy to take profits at 310. If we see 350, I'll take a bit more. Then that's it. I'll just let the rest ride. If I'm wrong and it pushes on, happy days. But I fancy it just to pull back, and I'll be buying again. Where could it pull back to, you ask? If we draw this extension line in and around, say, even here, probably feels it could retest in and around the 210 mark. So you could go from about 3 to about 2 in and around that range. Wouldn't be timing it too tight. Look, it's had a huge pump up, bit of a gap up there as well. That feels like it could easily go to that, which we see in and around a sort of 25% pullback. After a 140% pump, 25% pullback is more than natural. We've been in many penny stocks. We've been in many high-risk plays. This is the type of movement that comes 100%, 150 up, 30, 40% pullback. If you're not prepared for that, get out of it. If you are prepared for it, know that it's going to come. There will be a 25, 30% pullback on this bad boy. If you're thinking about buying in now, good luck to you. You missed the opportunity, in my opinion. But if you're holding long, you're fine. It's just from a trading perspective. I'm not being bearish. I'm very, very bullish on American battery technology. Watch the other video where I go into the fundamentals. This is just about my trading perspective. That's the video. I thought I'd give you an update. I do feel we're going to get that pullback. We're going to get a sideways motion. It's going to be difficult to break this. This could last for 3-4 months, potentially, of just trying to get out, or fundamentally something comes out, it blows past it. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for a strong catalyst. I'm just not sure the natural momentum is there for this stock to continue pumping that hard without a big, huge catalyst. But listen, Meltzer just bought. We're up 7.6% in the pre-market here. That's quite bullish. So maybe that news is enough for us to blow past this 350 range and see the moon. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. Leave your comments down below, and I will see you all in the next video.